the seriously ill woman finally waited for her husband to return, but after he came back, he not only ignored her illness but also demanded her to transfer all her assets to him. Looking at the man she had loved deeply for 10 years, being so heartless, the woman shed tears of sorrow and signed her name on the property transfer agreement. Shortly after, the husband vanished without a trace, leaving her to face her illness alone. 4 years later, the woman miraculously recovered. She then spent 6 months rebuilding her company. Just as she achieved great success, the husband reappeared in her life. Remembering their past relationship, the woman thought he might have some unspeakable difficulties, so she allowed him to stay by her side. But after his return, the man indulged daily in studying feng shui and metaphysics, and acted like a leech, constantly asking her for money. Unable to tolerate it anymore, the woman decided to divorce him, but she faced strong opposition from her parents. They even warned her that if she dared to divorce him, they would disown her as their daughter. Helplessly, the woman went on a reality TV show, hoping to use public opinion to help her get divorced successfully. Watching the local famous businesswoman tearfully accuse her husband of being irresponsible, she revealed how they started the company from scratch after graduation, building it from nothing into a business empire. However, the woman unexpectedly fell seriously ill. During her 5 days in a coma, the man disappeared completely. When he returned, the first thing he did was not to care about her condition, but to force her to transfer the house, car, company, and everything to him. Then he chose to disappear again. The woman then stated this was the last chance she would give her husband. If he was willing to sign the divorce agreement, she would compensate him with $8 million. Otherwise, she would end the marriage through legal means. The show host suggested contacting the husband directly, but on the other end of the screen, after hearing the woman's accusations, the man silently shed tears. Facing the call, he hesitated to pick up. It turned out that when the woman fell critically ill back then, the doctor issued a notice of critical condition, clearly stating she had at most 5 days to live. The man was in a panic. He visited hospitals all over the country and sought help from every famous doctor he could find, but all his efforts were in vain. In the end, he heard the legend of Mount Longhu. It was said that a god with great powers lived in seclusion there. He knelt at the mountain gate for 2 whole days and nights, finally moving the god to take action. Saving her required defying fate, and demanded a huge price. Without hesitation, the man agreed to give up 10 years of his lifespan and fortune, transferring them to the woman. This was how she came back from the brink of death. Yet the woman was completely unaware of all that he had done. Seeing that the man showed no intention of answering the call, the host, with the woman's consent, dialed her mother's number instead. But the mother threatened her daughter that if she dared to divorce the man, she would cut off their mother-daughter relationship. The audience at the scene was equally puzzled upon hearing this, unable to understand why a mother would side with her son-in-law, even at the cost of severing ties with her own daughter. At this point, the woman, unaware of the truth, swore to make the man pay the price.